start. Let's start the record. I almost forgot.
Today's first topic. This was a take I don't think I've ever heard people express, and so I want your.
I think you haven't heard.
And definitely you don't hear online.
The more attractive a guy is, the less women he actually pulls. And it sounds crazy, but hear me out. Me, myself, I hear it all the time. Oh, I'm sure your DMs are just flooded with every woman you want to talk to. Or I'm sure you pull every woman you want, this, that, and the third. And a lot of times it's the total opposite. Don't get me wrong. I have my moments. But I'm very introverted and I'm shy by nature. So I really just kind of stay to myself.
Pause.
What the fuck is he talking about? This nigga talking some bullshit. Literally pause. Cause this nigga talking some bullshit, bro.
It's not the fact that you're attractive or not. It's the fact that you stay to yourself. So it has nothing to do with the fact that attractive people pull less. Is that, yeah, maybe, but you also are an introvert. You stay to yourself. You're shy. Pulling people is not just like they come up to you. It's like your chances of getting. You're not even going out there and trying. On the basis that you're attractive and you try less because you're attractive and because you're shy and because you're introverted and because you don't go out there, then yes. But I wouldn't point it to the fact that it's because you're.
This nigga wanted to get online and say some bullshit. I think he wanted to. I think this is rage bait because he literally started by saying, "I'm not gonna lie, I do usually be having my way." Like he didn't even you. For the most part, I have my way. Okay, so 80% of the time you have your way, but the other 20% of the time, what the fuck is you talking about, bro?
More attractive. You do not go out there. If you would go out there, you would pull more.
But also because of my demeanor, I'm 6'4", I'm very big and muscular.
Okay, this is rage bait. Okay, hold on, I'm leaving a comment, bro.
So my demeanor can come across as very arrogant and cocky. I've had women come up to me and say, yo, I've noticed you for so long, or I would have talked to you, but personally, I just thought you were very conceited or to yourself, so I didn't bother. And
Bitches just be saying that, bro. Bitches just be projecting. Like, girls only say shit like that when they think you're attractive. Like, it be the pretty girls that be like, oh, I thought you were mean. I mean, nobody really says that to people who aren't attractive. Nobody says, oh, I thought you were mean. Like,
I don't really say anything unless I really know that the vibe is mutual. So sometimes your biggest assets can work against you.
I get the fact that, but yeah, you did say to you did.
I guess I see his point, though. Like, sometimes, if I wasn't as attractive, but if you were unattractive, okay, you being attractive made the woman think that you were conceited. But if you were unattractive, the woman wouldn't have even noticed you were there. So the woman thinking that you're conceited is better than the woman not even knowing that you exist at all. Because she's thinking about you. Right? The worst thing you can do the worst thing that you can have with a woman is indifference. If the woman feels nothing, she's just super platonic, that's worse than her hating you. If she hates you, nigga, you in there. Shout out to everybody who hates Chris, nigga, you in there.
It's say yourself that you don't go out there and you don't talk to people. You're introverted, you stay to yourself, you're shy. So yeah, if you would go out there and try, you would pull. And you also said that you don't go out there and everything and stuff. But people do come up to you. If you ugly, people are not gonna come up to you.
So, that's one of the hottest men. I was playing. As a sex symbol, I think for me.
All right, Alba's about to troll. I'm giving Alba 20. I'm giving Alba 30 more seconds. He's about to troll.
I can relate, to being 6'4" and muscular and really wide. But I often, when we talk about dating, one of the dumbest comments I'll see from people when we talk about dating is, "Oh, I don't care what you guys have to say, Abin Preach. Social media people, you make 6 figures. Like, yeah, of course you don't struggle." And it's like some of the most brain dead takes ever, because it's like, nigga, do you know I had a life before I did YouTube? Like, do you guys think I just was born, turned 18, I'm oh, I'm an influencer. Like, I've lived vast majority of my life with zero social media recognition. I worked regular dead-end jobs. In fact, most of you motherfuckers got on the job market and made twice what I was making for most of my adult life. Okay,
Talk to that
I don't want to
nigga.
hear it about having money or nothing. Like, everything or vast majority of stuff that informed my being
Is the
was
fact.
done well before. Because
100%.
I can say we didn't pop off till the pandemic happened, which is 2020. I was 30. Before that year, I was making.
Okay, I feel good about myself now. Hold on. Come on, nigga. Come on. You still got time. You still got time. You're not 30 yet. You still got time to pop off, nigga. You still got time to pop off, nigga. Lock in, fuck, nigga. Everything will be okay, nigga. Just gotta stay strong.
20 to 25K a year.
I was 38.
It's like I had zero to like very little social media presence, right? Even and it's like people like don't get it. It's like, do you understand why this floor sounds the way that it does?
Why? Why does it sound
It's
the way
because
it
it's all I could afford. And once I started filming, I had to film in my fucking bedroom to make ends meet. Okay?
Matter of fact, we're still in your bedroom.
This all this is. It's not some studio. It's nothing fancy. And I say all this to say, people get this perception that as I've become more societally attractive because of the money and status, they think that, oh, you just pull whatever you want, not recognizing it is true that you can pull to some degree more, but it's oftentimes not the kind of attention you want. It's not from the kind of people you even want to date. Because you have to imagine the kind of people who necessarily would start to get.
But I don't think. Okay, I don't think. Yes, that's true, but you're not looking at it the way they looking at it. That's like somebody making $0 and then somebody making like $10 and then you being like, oh, well, you know, $10 isn't gonna do shit. It's like, nigga, you're still making, you're still pulling. Yeah, you're pulling shit that you don't really want. Okay, cool. Boo hoo. I hear that all the time. Like, niggas be like, oh yeah, like, yeah, like Mike, you know, like Mike get bitches. That's what niggas be liking to say. And it's like, not really. And it's like, okay, I have had girls that have, you know, been attracted or throw themselves at me in certain situations. It's not girls that I want. But to them, it's like not even the girls that I don't want are throwing themselves at me. So like, nah, you still like, nah, nigga, I don't want to hear it. You still going crazy. Like, it's like, bro, like, you wouldn't, if she was throwing herself at you, you still wouldn't fuck. Like, you still wouldn't like her. So what are we talking about? What are we saying? Or it's like, I guess the equivalent would be like, we both want a job. And I'm getting job offers by a job that neither of us want. But because I'm at least getting some job offers, it's like, nah, bro, like, you still pulling. Like, it's like, okay, like, I guess that's true.
That really attract to me because I have status or whatever are not the women that I ever dated before because I didn't have shit then. And it's not necessarily the kind of women I want to date now. Like, listen, if I want to date an influencer, absolutely what this guy's saying is cap. But you understand, I'm not trying to date a YouTuber. I'm not trying to date a girl who's like really after people like that. Sure, does it put me in front of a lot more eyes? Yes, but now you have to add more filters because you're...
He talking to niggas. He talking to niggas, but niggas is not hearing him, though. I already know niggas is not hearing. Niggas don't give a fuck, because niggas haven't... There's a lot of niggas out there who haven't got their dick wet in a long time. And so you're talking about all of this shit, but at the end of the day, they can't get their dick wet. So, you know what I'm saying? I get what he's saying, but a lot of niggas who's clogged up down there, they not gonna be able to hear him.
really attracting not the right attention. And people never believe me when I say this. As I got more popular, I dated substantially less.
As you became more popular, you came out also less. You went outside less.
How are you gonna say? And you came out the closet.
No,
okay.
no, that's okay.
Crazy.
But you went more popular. You stayed in more, and I understand because it was fucking work. If you go out less, you're gonna pull less. That's my mathematics.
Here's the other part of it. It's like it's not like I went out less. It's like your battery's just more drained.
Yes,
you know what I mean.
But
not necessarily by like working more. It's more like my social battery is not what it used to be because it's too much social interaction already with the social media stuff.
You call it that, I call it being old. But keep on going.
Okay, fair. But I know a lot of niggas my age who still at the club all the time. You know what I mean?
How you doing?
And the unemployed.
But I'm not your age.
Fair. I guess what I'm trying to say is, like, for me, before I was somebody, I was coming in with a blank slate. But now, because I have this perceived status and, perceived attractiveness, what ends up happening is a lot of people immediately assume you're a player you have bad intentions, you got to like I've received comments from ladies sometimes. I'm like,
Weird ass.
you are like it's
People project, bro. Like, let's be serious. You know what I'm saying? People project. Like, you don't need to be an influencer to know that people project. And I'm not saying that to like this or nothing, but like, I'm just saying in general, like, you don't have to be a fucking influencer to know that motherfuckers be projecting this shit on you. You know what I'm saying? People have, like, come on.
especially if you not doing anything, it's insulting to. I understand why they get it. I can't be mad at them because I know, like, with the perception, even some of the dumb shit I've said in the past. But you have to understand, I was that person before I had this. Now I can't even do it because I don't even resonate with that stuff anymore. But it's just like so much has changed in that regards that I kind of resonate with what he's saying to a degree. I'm not saying like if I really want to be out there, I wouldn't be able to quote unquote pull. But it's like, what are you pulling?
It don't matter though, because you're still pulling. So you can't tell the person who's not pulling nothing that you're not. It's like we're going fishing and I'm not getting no fish and you're getting these little tiny ass sardines one by one. It's like, bro, I can't. It's like you still getting fish. You're above me complaining to me. No. It doesn't work that way. No. You gotta flip this motherfucker.
Like, and a lot of women, I'll tell you this right now, they'll see, like, I have a social media stuff and like that, they'll never even consider me. A lot of people will see that I have status and all this stuff, and they don't want to. And here's a part of why, is because it makes them to some degree not feel secure because they're like, this is the kind of man who more likely to cheat on me. This is the kind of man who more likely to not really be interested in me the right way or spend.
My girl definitely said, she was like, oh, if I was an NBA player, she wouldn't fuck with me. Because she was like, she don't trust me not to cheat. She don't even trust me not to cheat now. I just be chilling. I'll be on live 10 hours a day. That's tough.
Money. There's a lot of people that are like that. And genuinely speaking, if I'm being honest with you, I probably gravitate more to those types of people because I'm interested in somebody who's in it for the right reasons. Does that make sense?
100%.
So I guess I just want to contextualize.
Okay, so the money, so looks doesn't work against you ever, but the money might work against you. So if Abba made the claim that money is making it harder for me to find the right type of woman, that's a good take. Being attractive gets me less women, that's rage bait.
I don't agree with him completely, but I understand to a degree what he's talking about.
What he's talking about is, but he's also selective and also not outside. You just put more context into what he was saying. But if I just saying I'm just responding to what the more attractive a guy is, the less woman he actually gets. That's not true.
That's really close.
Should I say there's context to that? And the context is, well, you don't go for anything, for everything. Mm-hmm. You don't go for necessarily the things that are coming.
I don't think people are really understanding though. Like if a woman says, "Oh, I thought you was conceited," or "I thought this," okay, there's a lot of women who think negatively about all men. Listen, I live in New York. I know a lot of Bronx women. You know what I'm saying? I've had a lot of experience with Bronx women. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of them spam a boogie and think men ain't shit. All of them. And so that, that's what they think. But it's like, they're not going to see an ugly guy and say, oh, like, I like this ugly guy. But the attractive guy, they think, oh, he's conceited. So it's like no guy can win. Like, no matter what, like, you're already starting down 20. Like, whenever you're interacting with her or those type of girls, you're starting down 20 points because they think old niggas ain't shit. If you're attractive, they think you're conceited and you're a player. If you're ugly, then they think you don't exist. So it's either you down, if you're attractive, you're starting down 20, or if you're unattractive, you're starting down 50. So, I mean, pick your poison.
Out your way. You don't even go outside as much as you used to, or try to attempt. Yeah, you're gonna pull less, but it has nothing to do with the fact that you're attractive.
It's a catchphrase, right? You can't just look at the main title.
Sure.
So let's contextualize, right?
Sure.
Think about somebody becoming more attractive. Oftentimes, the things that you have to do to get more attractive means you have less opportunities to date. That's also a thing. The more money you want to make, the more you got to work. Less time for dating. I can tell you this right now, as you're changing your life towards being successful in different ways, whether it be physique or whatever it is, the less time you got to be fucked around. This is why I have a hard time with people sometimes when they say stuff like, oh, if you're ugly, it's a dead end. It's not. People are like, wow, but what the do you know? Bro, if I showed you pictures of what I looked like when I was 150 pounds, you know what I'm saying, 6 feet tall, thinnest nigga you could ever see. I've never been an attractive person. In fact, before I did YouTube, you could see how fucking dusty I used to be. And I still pulled more than I do now. Why? Because one, I came in with a blank slate, but also two, I was doing a lot of unemployed behavior. Yeah, listen.
What's unemployed behavior?
You got time to date.
How much? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not because you're that time of the day that you're unemployed, but the amount of time that you was dating, you was certainly unemployed.
Okay, no money, no car, no nice place to stay. Nigga, I wasn't good looking either. I didn't have any of these things.
Nothing.
You know how funny it is to watch me bike to dates, but you see me roll up and take off my helmet? I used to do that all the time.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm like,
Nah, this nigga was really, he's really lived the life, though. That's really living, though. Like, I mean, I guess you do. I mean, I would do that. I mean, I live in New York, so it's a little bit different. Like, it's if you bike to somewhere, it's more, like, a lot of times it's closer. It's more, like, it takes less time to get there because it's fucking traffic. But the helmet, though, nah, that's a life. Nah, that shit just makes me smile. Like, that's a
Now
life.
you Uber.
no, thank you.
No, just some
Thank you.
here and then.
Thank you.
Oh, you're good.
I'm never gonna sit here and say, oh, it's better to be unattractive than to be attractive. I'm not crazy, okay? And I don't want to make this guy's argument in the most like boneheaded way. But what I'm trying to say is these do come with problems that are very difficult to solve. And depending on what those methods are to solve those problems, you may not want those set of problems. I asked myself, I was like, but you're not worried about meeting a gold digger? I'm like, no. It is actually super easy to avoid these types
Yeah,
of
it is.
people.
It
If
is
you
easy.
put the right, if you just looking past the looks, you look at how they present themselves online, the kind of shit that they say, the kind of stuff. It's like it's not hard to avoid that.
You have to listen to them when they talk.
Yeah. It is one of those things that I never thought would be true on the other side. Because like when I was broke and dating, I was like, bro, when I get money though, yo, penthouse, 7 pool. But then you work for everything and you realize like, okay, I'm actually not looking to do that shit. And then you work for everything, you're like, oh, it's actually more complicated to do that shit than I thought it would be. And then you're like, oh, I don't want to pay taxes on this shit. It's just funny what you imagine life with finances would be, and I don't know. It's just not what I expected at all.
All right, well, I'm gonna have to see, nigga. I don't know. I'm not gonna take your word for it. Once I get money, then we could revisit this parasocial internet conversation.
I feel like your life has changed much more than my life has changed because you came into some money. If you want me to give you an example, okay, here your mode of transportation change,
I got what?
your location, mode of transportation
I
change.
was using cars. I'm using cars.
But
I had a motorcycle before.
did you?
Yes, I had. I had a motorcycle since 2000.
But did you have a T-Rex?
No, I didn't have a T-Rex.
Okay, I'm just saying.
No, the amount changed.
And the types, you got types. You about to like you gonna be on at sea soon, right?
No, I don't have.
You're not gonna have.
I don't have.
Look at
yacht
that
money.
smile. Look at that smile.
have yacht
This
money.
nigga lying.
I'm
Aye,
not.
Captain.
I'm not.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna take my piloting classes. Yes,
That's funny,
because
man.
it's easier to buy a plane than to buy a yacht. A yacht is a lot of money.
Fair. Okay. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The crib, like you had a crib before, but now you got like cribs with an S. You know what I mean?
No, I don't have
floors.
I got floors.
Floors on floors. You know what I mean?
Backyard.
Yeah, oh, garages.
Forest. Forest.
Fireplace.
Amen. He talking that tuck.
Sauna. Like you know what I mean? Like you.
I don't have a sauna. Calm down. It's a pool.
Wait, it was not a shed where you could walk in and steam the shit out?
No, I don't have that.
My bad. Maybe I was just dreaming.
That's the shed. You think?
There's a shed? I don't know, bro. Now you season them bitches.
Yes, of course.
That's all I'm saying.
Definitely.
Me, I have the bike that I had before, and that bike is rusty. It's rusty, it's gold, it needs a
Nigga, you didn't buy a new bike? Alright, bro. It gets to a point, like, I get what you're saying about the penthouse, and you want to save, and you want to, like, bro, you're not getting a new bike. If that's your main, if that's your main use of transportation, like, don't you want to have a good bike? What are you making all this money for? Never mind. What are you working so hard for? I don't know. Never mind. I'm not watching niggas' pockets. But, like, damn, nigga, you're not gonna get a new bike? Bruh, a upper echelon, like bicicleta, like just a regular bike, that's like max $700. Max. Nigga, invest in a new bike, bro.
new. I haven't changed the bike. I haven't changed the place.
I sold the bike.
You know? I'm just
I
saying.
sold my bike.
Yeah. What about you? Because like you've had the quote unquote glow up, right? In terms of status, right? You're on. I walk around the city. I see you on billboards and shit. You know what I mean? I see you on television.
This nigga on billboards and shit? Nah, he's done it. He's tough.
You're much more recognizable here than me.
Yeah.
Like, do you feel as though the attractiveness has drawn a lot of, attention towards you,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
And do you feel like that it's good attention or bad attention?
It's weird attention.
Go on.
Motherfucker that didn't give a fuck about me and calling me a loser when I was in high school. Suddenly you drop in my DMs. I still remember, bitch. Sometimes disgusted because I'm like, I'm the same dude.
Yeah, but you look at me differently because I got this.
But I'm the same dude though. And I started lying, just like you. I edit videos now because I've seen the change from, oh, you got a YouTube channel. Yeah, let me see.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, facts.
Bitch, I'm the same dude that I was 5 minutes ago.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max. Together for $16.99.
It almost makes you a bit jaded. You have so many of these strange experiences, you almost create a wall between you and new opportunities in some ways, especially socially speaking. Like if I was a very thirsty kid, I'd be quenching my thirst all the time. But because I'm like trying to protect a lot of things, it's very tough for me to be open to new people. I could honestly say the amount of people I meet now is like 95 to like maybe 99% less than when I was before this shit. I have people message me like, are you married? It's like the first message they send. To me, my defenses are up all the time. I'm pushing away from everything. And it's just so funny because I thought it would be the opposite. I thought it would be like, yo, parties, yo, nigga, what's yo? And I realized now it's like, no, this is like a fence I have. I have my people and that's it. Y'all can ask anybody who's ever seen me out, and I be out at like salsa events, okay? If you see me somewhere, I'm in a corner like this.
Yes. 100%.
I'm in a corner like this all the time. I when I go out, I try to make myself smaller every time. How many times have we ran events and I disappear? I'm in a corner somewhere.
You tell me. There's events that we sponsor.
Yup.
And I'll host a bitch. And while I'm hosting, I see the dude, but I know how he is. I'm not gonna be like, look, people. No, I'm like, we do a slight nod,
Yeah.
and that's all people are not gonna know.
You know, it's like a girl, she's up online, okay? And let's say she looked really cute and she posting thirst traps. Maybe she's happy with all this new attention, but then she realized after the fact the kind of men who are attracted by her thirst traps are not the kind of. So is she more attractive because she posting thirst traps?
Yes, but is she attracted to what attract she?
Yeah.
Is she attracted?
I guess there's something that comes with like the attention and the validation. Like some people don't have that form of validation. So, like you being sought after because of your money or whatever it is, like it's a social acknowledgement that you are attractive, that you are sought after, that you are this valuable person being in society or whatever because you have money, because you're doing these things. And so because you're used to that, or maybe he never cared, whatever, but because certain people are used to that, they're like, okay, but this. It's like everything becomes your new floor. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's so crazy to me because the motherfuckers who eat every day, who live, you know, have a nice place to live, who have a room, who have running hot water, it's like those motherfuckers complain more than the people who don't have those things. I'm like, yo. And it's like, it's always something. Yeah, you're gonna always have like things that don't go your way. But, you know, it's like you still take a step up. So, you know, a lot of people don't have that validation. A lot of people don't feel valued. A lot of people don't feel worthy. A lot of people don't feel like they're accomplishing anything. Like you have, once you do have that success and people are on your dick and you have the money, it's like you do feel that sense of accomplishment. Like, yeah, nigga, we did this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like once they hit 1 million or whatever on this shit, them niggas are like, yo, crack the champagne or the, you know, pop the cigar, whatever. Yo, nigga, we did it, nigga. We went crazy. Like it was really good. Like moms is good forever though. And so that's already done. So like now y'all on to the new problems. Y'all on the next level and y'all having problems on level 8 when there's niggas on level 3 and you complaining about how hard level 8 is when a lot of niggas ain't even getting past level 3. A lot of niggas' moms are still struggling. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that's really where it comes from. Like, not to say that your problems aren't valid, but it's like, I mean, nigga.
What she's attracting?
Right. It's just to be aware, like good looks, they can be a double-edged sword depending on how you get it. The more attractiveness, like how you got your attractiveness matters in terms of what you're attracting. That's all I'm saying. That's it. I thought it was interesting though.
It is interesting.
I didn't agree with him, but I thought it was like, it's a refreshing
it's
take.
Just you have to put context into it. I understand what he's saying, but he's just taking in consideration only one part of what he said.